Let's hear the voice of the people one last time, the voice of the young people. This YouTube video comes from a young gender activist based in Lagos.
My name is Bisola. I am 33 years old. I am also an ambassador for One.org, which champions the Poverty, Sexist and Girl Count campaign. The girl child is statistically the most underpowered and vulnerable across all socio-economic groups. What social investment programs does your administration plan to implement that will sufficiently empower the girl child? Thank you.
Kingsley Moghalu.
Yes. The education of the girl child is a matter that is very dear to my heart. And that is one of the reasons why I was the first presidential candidate since 1999 that I know of to choose a female vice presidential running mate, a young woman of 37 years who has been a strong voice for the girl child in the northern part of this country. So we will invest in our girl children. We will give them good education. Access to education is the first thing that will empower the girl child. That is why education must be free, and certainly for women in this country. Secondly, we will make sure that young women have access to finance. We will make sure that young women are protected in their marriages, and we will work against early marriages in any part of this country. We don't want the future of our young girls being stolen by old men who don't want to respect international human rights standards.
Thank you very much. Now, Alliance for New Nigeria, strong words there. What are you going to do for the girl child?
Well, the first thing that we will do is to ensure that every girl child has the opportunity to attain schools and access education in Nigeria. And make sure that every person who essentially has a child at home, especially a girl child, is encouraged to make sure that they get an education. The second thing, and it's very interesting with Dr. Moghalu, today I'm also a presidential candidate that is running alongside with a beautiful and delectable lady by the name of Hajia Khadija Abdullahi Iya, and she is someone who also has done a lot of work to ensure that girl child education has been at the forefront of a campaign. So we will ensure that we make girl education and female schools, especially primary schools and secondary schools, very, very, very important. We will fund them. And most importantly, in the north, we will secure them as well. Because today, we've seen what has happened in Chibok and several of the other parts of Nigeria, where girls' schools are actually being attacked, especially because with the terrorists and Boko Haram, and they're essentially trying to put fear into the heart of the girls and their parents to make sure that those girls do not go to school. We will ensure that the girls in schools are safe and they're well catered for, and we will take care of them.
Thank you very much. Madam, candidate for the Allied Congress Party of Nigeria, you were the co-founder and face of the Bring Back Our Girls campaign. What is your campaign to bring up our girls, all our girls?
As Minister of Education, we found the disparity between boys in school and girls in school heartbreaking, especially in the northern part of this country. That is why it was particularly painful for me to see that girls who went to school in Chibok and subsequently Dapchi were taken away from their school. One thing we know that research says to us is that a nation that educates the girl child has a higher track to progress and development. Therefore, getting girls in school must be priority for every country, especially one like ours struggling with development. The number one thing that matters for girls in school is to give an incentive to the families to send girls to school, because barriers that keep girls away from school are social, they are cultural, they are economic, and each of those have policy solutions to tackle them. We will use those tools. The second thing is to give incentive for the girls to want to go to school. And part of the way to do that is role modeling. And so female teachers go a long way at making girls want to achieve more. We would do that. We would also focus on the productivity of the parents of girls, because we have found that when women are economically empowered, they spend 70% of their income on the education of their children. At that point, they stop discriminating between the boys and the girls, and that's important. The fourth thing that we would like to do is to show to the Nigerian people that economic empowerment of women is simply smart economics. It enables the entire society to benefit. It is not the girl child that benefits from access to education. It is actually the community, the family, and the nation state.
Thank you for that.